We talked earlier about the story out of Texas. I guess two guys and a girl, sounds like a movie, that stole a shark.
Guys, a girl and a shark.
There you go. From a San Antonio aquarium. The shark was named Miss Helen, and I guess they snuck the shark out in a stroller.
Yep.
And nobody noticed for like 45 minutes, and the police did capture one of the guys that stole the shark, and Miss Helen is now back at the aquarium, safe and sound. But I got to think of what's the weirdest thing you've ever stolen, or what's the weirdest thing you've ever heard of someone stealing? For me, I thought about it. Road signs were a huge deal growing up.
Yeah.
And I had a whole room full of them. And you know what else we used to, I don't know why.
If you're going to say cones?
No, we used to steal, political signs.
Oh, yeah.
During election season. Yeah. I have no idea why. And, real estate signs.
Just because they're there.
Why?
And you're drunk and you're walking around and you just scoop it right up.
Just dumb.
There was a lot of cones. I know cones and, like you said.
The construction cones.
Construction signs, construction cones.
Yep.
All that.
But if you have a second, we'd love to get you on the show this morning. What's the weirdest thing you've ever stolen? And again, you can go anonymous.
You can.
Don't have to tell us who you are, but dial us up now. Good morning.
Well, I didn't technically steal anything, but it's how my husband and I met. I lived across the street from a bunch of guys, and they stole a huge truck full of corn from somewhere and put it in front of my door. And I thought my husband was one of them and found him on MySpace, told him off. Wow. And he responded, "I'm so sorry, I'm not your neighbor." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And then that struck up a conversation, and
you're married now.
12 years later, we're still married.
I honestly, and again, I don't know who you are, and please, for everything that makes up CJ, I don't want to offend you. I honestly thought you were going to say your husband stole your virginity.
Oh, you're
no.
I'm sorry. That's what I thought.
Oh, my God.
And then she said all the other neighbors. I'm like, what's going on?
Whoa.
Thank you for the
no.
call. All right, sorry. That's that's where my mind is. I'm sorry, people.
My dad texted me and said, 8th grade on our way home from school, my friend stole 50 little green turtles from a pet shop on Mars Park down in the Bronx.
50 green turtles?
Little green turtles.
Wow.
He put the emoji and everything.
The turtle emoji.
The turtle emoji.
I love your dad.
He said his friend.
Okay.
It was his friend.
So it wasn't
my dad.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever stolen? 473-9431.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So what's the weirdest thing you've ever stolen?
Well, it wasn't me. It was actually 4 years ago. My son was attending Hartwick College up in Oneonta.
Okay.
He was in a fraternity, and he stole a one-way sign, which actually was kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
All his friends got caught, so he felt guilty, so he turned himself in.
Oh.
So I drive up for the court hearing, and we sit there, and he gets a fine, gets a punishment, and the lawyer comes to me outside. He says, "Here's my card, so you can get a hold of me next time." I said, "Oh, no, there's not going to be a next time." He said, "Let me tell you, with these college kids, there's going to be a next time."
Yeah.
So that was I was mad at first, but it was kind of funny how it all rolled out.
Yes, and that's what, lawyers got, that repeat business.
I know.
Got to keep them on retainer.
It's smart.
But again, if you have a second, phone lines are open now. You can send us a message on Facebook. What's the weirdest thing you've ever stolen? And something else popped into my head.
Oh, boy.
I remember we used to go, whenever we would go to Albany. Now, again, I grew up in Wyndham.
Yeah.
So it's small.
Not a lot to do.
To go, clothes shopping, you had to drive to Albany.
What'd you steal?
Or Kingston. And we would go to the Cross Gates Mall and go in the parking lot and steal the caps off of tires.
Why?
The air caps?
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
Were they worth money?
No. And I remember we used to have bags full of them.
What would you do with them?
Just they're probably still sitting in a barn in Ashland outside of Wyndham from 30 years ago.
Okay.
Just idiots.
Cool.
For no reason.
None whatsoever.